Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, August 30th, 2013. In sports, ex-NFL players reach deal in concussion-related lawsuits. U.S. Open 2013, Lara Robson and Andy Murray continue campaigns. CPL 12-member team named. And Bolt and Shelley continue to dominate with Diamond League wins unstoppable. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Claire. The NFL agreed to pay more than $750 million to settle lawsuits from thousands of former players who developed dementia or other concussion-related health problems they say were caused by the very on-field violence that fueled the game's rise to popularity and profits. The settlement, unprecedented in sports, was announced Thursday after 2 months of court-ordered mediation and is subject to approval by a federal judge. It came exactly a week before the first game of the 2013 season, removing a major league and financial threat hanging over the sport for 2 years. U.S. District Judge Anita B. Brody in Philadelphia is expected to rule on the settlement in 2 to 3 months, but said it holds the prospect of avoiding lengthy, expensive, and uncertain litigation and of enhancing the game of football. More than 4,500 former players, some of them suffering from Alzheimer's disease or depression, accused the NFL of concealing the long-term dangers of concussions and rushing injured players back onto the field, while glorifying and profiting from the bone-crushing hits that were often glorified in slow motion in NFL films. The settlement applies to all past NFL players and spouses of those who are deceased, a group that could total more than 20,000 and will cost the league $765 million, the vast majority of which would go to compensate retirees with certain neurological ailments, plus plaintiffs' attorney fees, and which could top $100 million. It sets aside $75 million for medical exams and $10 million for medical research. Individual payouts could be capped at $5 million for men with Alzheimer's disease, $4 million for those diagnosed after their deaths with a brain condition called chronic traumatic encephalopathy, and $3 million for players with dementia, said lead plaintiff's lawyer Christopher Seeger. The settlement does not include an admission from the NFL that it hid information from players about head injuries. Commissioner Roger Goodell told Pro Football's lawyers to do the right thing for the game and the men who played it, according to the statement by the league. The British #1 faces China's 5th seed in the first match on Arthur Ashe Stadium, where they placed in the last 16 at stake. Andy Murray resumes his title defense against Leonardo Mayer of Argentina in the second round. He plays in today's third match on Louis Armstrong. The Wimbledon champion had to wait until the day 3 night session to play his first match and only completed his win over Michael Lodra at close to midnight on Wednesday. Mayer was born on the same day as Murray, 15th of May 1987, and despite failing to achieve a similar stature in the game, the world number 81 could pose some problems for the champion. The pair have met once before, with Murray winning over 3 sets indoors at the 2009 Valencia Open. He's a very talented player, said the Briton, who's got a big sort of long looping strokes. I think he plays his best tennis on the hard courts. Robson, 19, is on course to match last year's run to the fourth round that really catapulted her into the group of players capable of strengthening in the latter stages of Grand Slams. Now seeded 30th, Robson was ranked 89th last year when she beat three-time champion Kim Clijsters and former French Open champion Lee. Lee, 31, is determined to avoid a similar fate to 12 months ago. Eli McCall Caribbean Premier League squad has been selected following the staging of the inaugural LCPL organizers announced yesterday. The side, which includes 6 players from the finalists, the Jamaica Tallawahs and the Guyana Amazon Warriors, was chosen on the basis of it being balanced and capable of playing a match, said a release. The team, captained by Tallawah's opening batsman and skipper Chris Gale, involves playing 11 plus a 12th man and was released in batting order. It was agreed that a minimum number of 4 matches had to be played by an individual in the tournament in order to be eligible for a place in the side, said the LCPL statement. World Championships triple gold medalists Usain Bolt and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce recorded contrasting wins yesterday at the Zurich Diamond League meeting in their first outing since the World Championships in Moscow. Bolt recovered from a poor start to win the 100 meter in 9.90 seconds, just ahead of compatriot Nicol Ashmead, while Fraser-Pryce dominated the 200 meter to win easily in 22.4 seconds, with the Ivory Coast Muriel Ahior taking second, the same spot she got in Moscow. With the points from yesterday's race being doubled, Fraser-Pryce won the diamond race to pocket the diamond and the $40,000 award a year after winning the 100-meter title. She scored 15 points, 3 more than Ahior, who came into the meet with the lead and had to beat the Jamaican to take her first diamond. 16 diamond races were decided yesterday, with another 16 to be decided at next week's final Diamond League event in Brussels as the international season winds down. Yesterday, after American Tiffany Townsend false started and was disqualified, Fraser-Pryce got off to her trademark bullet start and had the field covered before they got off the curve, then ran away from the field. Ahior, who ran 22.66 seconds, as Ukrainian Maria Ramien, who was third in 22.67 seconds. The 100-meter race that had 6 of the 8 finalists from the World Championships was billed as one of the top events of the day and lived up to it. Both got left in the blocks as Jamaicans Ashmead and World Championships bronze medalist Nestor Carter got off to fast starts and led for the first 40 meters. Bolt's long legs eventually drew him level with the field at about 60 meters before he separated himself in the final third of the race to win comfortably, having time to look around at the end. Ashmead, who was 4th in the World Championships 200 meters and 5th in the 100 meters, was second in 9.94 seconds, while American Justin Gatlin was third in 9.96 seconds to win the overall diamond race with 14 points, 4 more than Bolt. In another eagerly anticipated race, American world champion LaShawn Merritt won the men's 400-meter race, beating Olympic champion and former world champion Kirani James into second place. It was a much improved performance from James after his shock 7th place in Moscow, but he was no match for the Infor Merritt, who won in 44.13 seconds to the Grenadians' 44.32 seconds, with the Czech Republic Pavel Maslak third in 44.91. You're watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.